Do you love interior design but can't make the business side work? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Success by Design, mastering the business of interior design. Whether you want to elevate in your current interior design firm, start your own firm, or move the needle when it comes to your existing firm's trajectory, this is your masterclass, and I'm your host, Katie Erickson. Learn from my mistakes as I built a coast-to-coast, multi-million-dollar interior design firm. I share nearly 20 years of serving as a university professor of undergraduate and graduate business courses with you. And best of all, I bring in experts in all things business and interior design. Class starts now. Hello, fellow interior designers, and welcome back to Success by Design. I am so excited because today we are kicking off something brand new. Over the next 6 weeks, we're going to dive into a powerful series I'm calling Turning Projects into Profit. Why? Because I hear from so many of you. You're incredible designers. You're pouring your heart and your soul into projects. They look amazing on Instagram, but they aren't actually moving the needle for you financially. And I don't want that for you. You deserve a business that not only fuels your creativity, but also pays you well, sustains your life, and supports your long-term vision. So, what's in it for you? Every week, we're going to break down one practical, actionable way to stop leaving money on the table and start running your design genius and turning it into real profit. From consultations to proposals, pricing to process, we're going to cover it all so that you can confidently step into every project knowing it's going to be both beautiful and profitable. So, if you've ever thought, I love what I do, but why don't I feel like the business is working for me? And that's nearly every one of my coaching clients. You are not alone, and this series is your roadmap. Stick with me for the next 6 weeks, and I promise you'll never look at your projects the same way again. Yes, I'm your host, Katie Decker Erickson, a multifamily and commercial designer, business coach, and someone who has sat exactly where you are right now, wondering how to make sure that every ounce of my expertise is valued and paid for. Today's topic is one that I know will hit home for so many of you. How to turn consultations into paid opportunities, or as I like to say, how to stop giving away your brilliance for free and start treating every single touch point as a revenue-generating, trust-building step in the process. Because here's the thing, you are not just giving advice. You are shaping homes, experiences, investments, and lives. Your brain power is valuable. Your process is valuable. And when you give it away for free, not only do you burn out, you unintentionally teach clients that your expertise doesn't have to be respected. We're going to talk about how to change that. By the end of today's episode, you'll have a blueprint for turning those one-off consultations into paid opportunities that flow seamlessly into your larger projects. But first, let's play Two Truths and a Lie. All right, here we go. Number 1, free consultations are the best way to build trust with new clients. 2, charging for consultations can actually increase your close rate. Or 3, a consultation should have a structured framework that leads into the next step. You should already have a big hint just based off that introduction. So, why are you and other designers getting stuck in the free trap? Let's start with the elephant in the room. Why do so many designers offer free consultation? I have coached dozens of interior designers through this exact sticking point. The reason usually sounds like, I don't want to scare potential clients away, or everyone else in my market is offering free consults, or if I can just show them what I can do, they're going to hire me. And trust me, I get it. I used to do the same thing. But here's what actually happened, or as Paul Harvey used to like to say, the rest of the story. I spent hours preparing, delivered incredible value, and sometimes the client either ghosted me, which has become a big thing in the last few years, or worse, implemented my ideas themselves without ever hiring me, thanks to online furniture vendors. Does that sound familiar? Here's the reality, folks. People value what they pay for. When you position your consultation as a serious, structured, and paid step in the process, you elevate your perceived value instantly. Let's talk about the psychology a minute of paid consultations so you know more about why you should be charging. Let's look at the research. Harvard Business Review published a study showing that even small upfront fees dramatically increase client commitment. When clients pay, they're more likely to follow through and to respect your expertise. That's right. When clients pay, they're more likely to follow through. In fact, psychologist Robert Cialdini, in his book Influence, explains the principle of commitment and consistency, as he calls it. Once people make a small investment, they're far more likely to continue in the same direction. In your case, paying for a consultation increases the likelihood they're going to commit to the larger design package. And there's also industry data too. Business consultant Blair Enns, who wrote Win Without Pitching, says plainly, if you're giving away a strategy for free, you're devaluing yourself. He argues that paid discovery is the most important signal you can send as a professional. Designers, this isn't just a mindset, it's an actual science. So let's talk about reframing the consultation. Here's the shift. A consultation is not a sales call, it's the first deliverable. I'm going to say that again. A consultation is not a sales call, it's your first deliverable. Think about other professions that you want to be on par with. Lawyers don't say, come pick my brain for free. Architects don't sketch plans for nothing. Therapists don't offer 2 free sessions and hope you'll keep coming back. So why do we as interior designers who bring years of training, certification, and experience fall into that trap? I'll tell you why. Because we are nurturers. We want to help. We want to serve. And I feel every part of that. I've had so many of my coaching clients say to me, I know I'm a people pleaser. I'm just trying to help. And I see your heart and it is beautiful. But here's the truth. Serving your clients doesn't mean devaluing yourself. Or as I like to say, you can help and charge. When you charge for a consultation, you create clarity. The client understands this is a working session, this is valuable, and this designer is worth it. So how do you structure a paid consultation? How do we actually put this into practice? I'm going to give you a framework. Step 1, set expectations beforehand. On your website, in your inquiry emails, even in your Instagram highlights, make it crystal clear. You can say, we start every project with a 90-minute working consultation. This session includes a walkthrough of your space, a discussion of your goals and budget, and expert recommendations you can use immediately. The investment is, and name your dollar price. Notice the key words here: working consultation, expert recommendations, investment. This isn't fluffy terminology. It is communicating professionalism. Step 2, I want you to use a 3-part structure during the call. First of all, we're going to start with discovery. Ask about their goals, their lifestyle, their pain points, and importantly, their budget. Second, deliver value. Share a few insights. This is important. Don't give them the entire design plan. Think diagnosis, not treatment. You're showing them what's possible. And this is the brilliant step. Number 3, you're going to transition smoothly. What we covered today is just the beginning. The next step would be for us to create a full design package for you. Would you like me to walk through what that looks like? Very important to building your confidence, but also building theirs so they choose you. And then step 3, price with confidence. I know pricing is scary to so many of you, but here's the truth. The wrong clients will balk. I'm going to say that again. The wrong clients will balk. The right clients will lean in. Your consultation fee is a filter of your most valuable asset, which is your time. And remember, every market can bear this. One of my clients in a small Midwestern town was terrified to charge more than $100. We raised her consultation to $325, and guess what? Clients paid it happily. Why? Because it positioned her as the professional. Remember, perception is reality. I want to share a story with you. One of my coaching clients, let's call her Maria, was drowning in free consultations. She was driving all over town, which wasn't easy because she was in LA, giving away advice and rarely booking projects. And so we structured her process down to a paid 2-hour in-home consultation. We gave a clearly outlined deliverable, which was a written summary of recommendations and a seamless pathway into her design packages. Her very first paid consult turned into a $60,000 renovation. And the client told her, I trusted you because you treated me fair. You treated yourself like your time was valuable. And that told me you'd treat my home like it was valuable too. Do you see the power in that? So I want to give you a few more resources that reinforce this mindset in case you're still on the fence. Donald Miller's book, Building a Story Brand, is brilliant. he reminds us that if you confuse, you lose. Your consultation process should be crystal clear, paid, structured, and leading to the next step. Remember, this is a dance. You need to lead and they will follow. Also, the Ivy Business Journal published a piece on pricing psychology, and they found that when clients pay for expertise upfront, they actually perceive you as more competent. Free feels like less than. Paid feels like professional. And Natalie Norcross, a CEO of a design partnership, often speaks about positioning designers as thought leaders. She argues that one of the most powerful positioning tools is charging for discovery. It signals to the market that your ideas are intellectual property, which they are, and not freebies. So, what do you need to do this week? If you're ready to stop giving away your expertise and start finding real clients who really want to pay you, here's your action plan. First, I want you to write your consultation description. Spell out what's included, how long it lasts, and what the investment is. And don't say cost, it's an investment. Number 2, I want you to update your inquiry process. Whether it's your website, your DMs, or email templates, make it clear that your consultations are paid because, as you've learned today, you're a working professional, just like an attorney, an architect, or a doctor. Then practice your transition line out loud, even with a friend, which can be hard. Make it feel natural so you're not fumbling when you're with a real client. All right, let's go back to our 2 truths and a lie, and I hope you can nail this. Free consultations are the best way to build trust with new clients was number 1. Charging for consultations can actually increase your close rate, number 2. And number 3, a consultation should have a structured framework that leads into the next step. And yes, the lie is number 1. As all the evidence I have shared with you today in my research and some of my favorite books, free consultations do not build trust. In fact, they often do the opposite. They make clients question your value. Charging, on the other hand, builds authority, respect, and commitment. So, fellow interior designers, let me say it again. Your expertise is not free. You've spent years refining your skill, and you deserve to be compensated for it. A consultation is not just a conversation. It's the first step in a transformational process for your client. And let's be real. If you're feeling a little nervous about making this change, it's okay. Change always feels a little uncomfortable at first, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I'd love to invite you to a 15-minute problem-solving session with me. We'll talk about your specific consultation process, your pricing, and how to position yourself with confidence. Just head over to successbydesign.coach and grab a spot that works for you. Remember, your design talent is valuable, and when you honor that, the right clients will too. Until next time, keep designing your business as beautifully as you design your spaces. And as I always say, your business should be working for you, not you working for it. Take care.